What is up, everyone? Tosh here. We've got another really exciting day here in DeFi Kingdoms. Jewel mining has officially just launched into beta. Woo-oo! In addition, Hubert was very pleasant enough to grace us with our beta information. And on our Discord, there was actually a new channel that was opened up called Serendale Beta, where he dropped all the information and facts that you need to know about mining. I'm going to run through the basics of those and a little bit about my thoughts on mining. So stay tuned. It's going to be a really fun video. Y'all know the drill. No financial advice here. This is educational content only. And also note that like and subscribe is the best way to support the channel. So Frisky Fox in the AMA this week mentioned that mining for Locked Jewel was actually one of the things that really inspired DeFi Kingdoms and some of the parts about the economy. So one of the main reasons for success for DeFi Kingdoms is because of the incentives and how they were structured in the liquidity pools. So in our early rewards, they were such high APRs. I think the first investors were even getting millions of APR in Jewel, even if it was only 4 minutes. It was an incredible amount of Jewel. My first entry, the liquidity pools were averaging around 25,000% APR. But the things that made that successful is that 95% of those tokens were locked. So this is such a cool feature, and I'm super glad to see this in beta. I know the whole team and community is really excited about this feature as well, and I think the numbers are actually really solid. Let's dive into the information that Hubert was dropping on Discord. So the first biggest change that from our previous information was it used to be that only one hero could mine our Locked Jewel at once, and that has since changed. So now there's going to be one lead hero, and 5 additional heroes can help out that lead hero. Also, in many cases, you won't necessarily need 6 heroes that are mining at the same time to reach your maximums, and we'll go over that in a sec. So here are the formulas for evaluating how much unlocked jewel that you're going to get. I actually am not going to go too in depth about these formulas, but they are based on the amount of jewel that you have locked in your balance, as well as the skill of your hero, both their strength and endurance in combination, as well as their mining skill. But let's look at the numbers that are going to be most relevant and easily identifiable for most users. So to make mining valuable to people with high amounts of Locked Jewel, they have added this tier system where if you have larger amounts of Locked Jewel, then you're going to get larger amounts of Jewel per tick from mining. So the threshold here is 20,000 Jewel. If you have 20,000 Locked Jewel in your balance, then you can achieve the highest amount of mining from your heroes when you send them out. Now, any ratio lower than that is going to obviously be the same percentage or ratio lower from that. So, for example, if you had 10,000 Locked Jewel, then you'd only be able to mine at 50% rate from the maximum allowed. But even if you had 1 million Locked Jewel, for example, and there are people out there that have that, the max amount is still only 20,000. So somebody with 20,000 would mine at the same rate as somebody with 1 million Locked Jewel. I thought this was kind of an interesting mechanic because it does encourage multi-walleting for those really big whales. What they also did here is that they took that full amount, the 20,000, and that's again the maximum amount that you're able to mine for your Locked Jewel. But if you, to mine that, you would actually need all 6 of your heroes to mine at once to reach that maximum rate. So how they did it is if you have 1/6 of that, then you only have to put 1 miner that is mining at your Locked Jewel to reach your maximum rate. So that turns out to be every 3,333 Locked Jewel that you have to reach your maximum rate, then you would need just 1 miner. So for example, if you were over that, let's say you're at 4,000 Locked Jewel, for example, then you would need a second miner to assist with that first miner to reach your maximum rate. Here's a chart with those numbers that you can look at and how many miners that you will need. Note that it is only mining at a time. So to maximize for a full day, you will actually need 2 to 3 sets of those miners to keep that rate going the whole entire day. Also, keep in mind that this is not separated from gold mining, which was released a few weeks ago. This is where you can set up to 6 miners at a time that can mine for gold and add to your balance. I found that if you have a full stamina miner, that you usually get about 60 to 70 gold for a full bar of stamina. So overall, I think there's going to be pretty high demand for miners because, especially with these whales that have 20,000 plus locked, they need lots of miners to keep up their pace and unlocking their jewel as quickly as possible. All right, well, I'm eager to start this quest, so here we go. So starting the jewel mining, again, we can select 1 lead miner and then up to 5 supporting heroes. I was not smart enough to save my stamina on my miners today, but luckily I had a few of them just level up earlier, so I've got a couple with full stamina here. Hubert also noted that there were going to be some adjustments to stamina right now, so it'd be more beneficial or easier to actually pair up miners with non-miners and etc. in different quests. So we'll see how those adjustments come. Also, he mentioned that those adjustments will probably come with some adjustments to gardening as well. And I think the first thing that we might see is a beautiful UI like we have for mining here to give us those rates. And that's why I've been holding off on a gardening video, because I anticipate there's going to be some updates there. But yeah, this is great. Let's look at it. So Mr. Hagel Bluetail is actually a miner, so he's going to lead the pack here. I am pretty close to that 20,000 jewel mark. I'm not quite there with my lock balance, but I am getting pretty close to that full amount here. So you can see that this is actually really nice, 0.3 jewel per tick. So this is 26 stamina that's going to be spent there. That's almost 9 jewel or so that's going to be revealed from mining. So let's go ahead and set these guys up. I think I'm just going to set my miners up, and I actually might just do a couple other like high stamina. Yeah, maybe I'll send these warriors as well, since they're full stamina, and warriors are obviously good miners in general. So this guy has 26 points in strength and endurance. So let's see how that works when we're actually mixing them all together. So here's what it says. We have they're spending the full stamina. Again, half of these guys aren't actually mining professions, so it's saying the approximate amount that will be unlocked is 7.5 jewel, and the max unlock will be 7.9. So there's a little bit of variation within that formula, but this is great, especially if you can repeat this like 3 to 5 times per day. That's actually a ton of locked jewel that you can start to unlock, and I'm really hoping that this is going to help fuel the economy for summoning in particular, to get these heroes back flowing and get the tavern purchases back up to higher rates, since we are going to have a little bit more jewel to play with. One more feature that was added into mining is the chance to kind of strike a jackpot, which is a bonus. To get the maximum bonus, you're going to want to have 5,000 locked jewel. That bonus is going to be 10 jewel. All of this is based on your lead miner. So how it works is that for every 15 stamina that your lead miner spends, you have a 10% chance to hit that jewel jackpot. So 10% of the time, if you're using a full bar right now, you're going to get that. But it doesn't even require a full bar, just the 15 stamina. And soon when we get our higher level heroes, then we'll be able to get 2 chances at that jackpot every time. So nice fun incentive that's going to feel really cool to get that extra 10 jewel. When that does actually proc to add into mining, which again I think is going to keep this profession super bullish. The items that you can get from mining include the yellow egg, runes, and tears. So the yellow egg is the only unique item to mining, and again gold is also able to be mined with the gold mines. On that same note, that you can also see that Herbert the Alchemist is now live on beta as well, ready to make some potions for you. So we have some basic potions, looks like just health and mana potions right now. They are working on the stamina potions as well, but these are not officially released. You cannot craft these. They need some fine tuning, because these stamina potions could be a really big game changer. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright everyone, well thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully it was helpful and that you learned a thing or two about mining in DeFi kingdoms. Again, this is all on beta right now, so these things aren't subject to change, but looks pretty confident, and I'm comfortable with the numbers that are coming out. They're actually pretty high, and I didn't expect them to be this high. So again, I'm really hoping that this is going to help fuel the tavern and the summoning economies as we get some more access to some of our jewel. So what do you think? What are some of your predictions for mining? I think that miners are about to go boop, boop, boop in price. I think about to go cancel some of mine that I have on auction and raise their price a little bit, because miners, you need a lot of them to be most effective, and they are really helpful. They get you tons of jewel. So I think that's going to go up. I think this is going to help to make the tavern thrive a little bit better too, and get summoning active. Also, I think that summoning raffle with the crystal veil is going to be not very competitive, because summoning has slowed down a lot. So I'm hoping to participate a little bit in that, and we'll see if anybody's going to give me any competition there. Alright, this is Tosh. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to help support the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!